In the name of Almighty Allah, the most gracious, most merciful. As Muhammad, peace be upon him, narrated, if anyone travels on a road in search of knowledge, Almighty Allah will cause him to travel one of the roads of paradise. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Tariq Masood. Thank you very much for watching my videos and your exceptional support to make this channel a grand success. We are a partner, a family. Please subscribe and share our channel if you haven't done so far. We as a team can work together to convert challenges into opportunities and opportunity into success stories. These success stories can be monetized into value addition in the world by large. Thank you very much for your precious time. Okay, today I'm going to discuss my lecture number 6 on challenge for organization model. Before my lecture, I used to read a Quranic verse. Qala Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa halal uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli Allahumma Rabbi zidni ilma. From my next slide, I will give highlights what we have discussed from lecture number 1 to 5, and then I will give you a key takeaway points from lecture number 6. So far, we have discussed lecture number 5. Today, we are going to discuss lecture number 6. Before lecture number 6, I will give you highlights what we have discussed so far. In my lecture number 1, we have discussed what is change, cost of uncontrolled change, how it becomes intolerable. Lecture number 2, we have discussed trying to control the events, importance of knowledge and knowledge sharing. Lecture number 3, we have discussed strategic analysis of organization, leading change and transition period. Lecture number 4, we have discussed globalization, post-industrializations, discussing collective, the organizations. And 5th, we have discussed let's set the change, confront historical process, history of the present, and internal mutation within each society. Today, we are going to discuss lecture number 6. In lecture number 6, we will focus on confidence crisis. Okay, now key takeaway points from lecture number 6. What are the key takeaway points from lecture number 6? First, lost confidence. Second, confidence problems. Third, understand the situations. Agreement on basic observation, that would be topic number 4. Okay, confidence crisis. First, we will discuss lost confidence, what it demonstrates here. As you are very much conversant, so it has a 4 element: financial, line of thinking, work relationship, and more productive. What basically demonstrate? As you are very much conversant, real confidence crisis in all spheres and all institutions of society is hardly surprising. If society has today lost confidence, as we mentioned here, so it is because we have returned to a financially based line of thinking and have not wanted to take this into account. The capital or work relationship has been turned around money in a more productive than industry. In this context, as we have discussed now, it would be absurd to suggest that work will always be available. The rules have changed and a new system of equitable remunerations must be invented. Okay, now my next slide, we will discuss what are the confidence problem is a crucial. Confidence crisis, confidence problem is crucial. As we have discussed in my earlier slide, it linked with a topic of current debates, deteriorations, relationship, disintegration. What it demonstrates as far as the Michael Crises is concerned. As we have seen many debates and seminar with executive, and they all the time talk on its on daily basis. The deterioration of relationship between individual and institution bring with its integrations, especially in companies which are often no longer able to mobilize their remaining resources, as mentioned here. Michael Crises mentioned it would be wrong in vigorously affirming In the company that listened in his book mentioned that the only real wealth of the company is and always will be her human capital, her human resources. Okay. So on my next slide, I will demonstrate what is better understanding the situation. Okay, understand the situation. Now, what it basically demonstrate in the first contrary globalization mechanisms, and what is globalization has therefore been observed for quite some time, even before and rapid explosion in technology. Okay, what it expressed basically, the better understanding this situation, the contrary to widely accepted idea, there are really very few who question the basic observation that globalization is occurring. It's only generalizations of this observation which has taken us some time, no doubt because quite naturally it first had to be observed that globalization was progressively spreading its effects even on to those who work. The mechanism was already at work in the Great Depressions of the 1930s. Globalization has therefore been observed for quite some time, even before the rapid explosion in technology, even before advance in communications. Okay, now on my next slide, I will discuss what Mr. Alvin Toffler mentions. Okay, Alvin Toffler mentioned here the elite group, financial, planetary, intellectual holds of knowledge, the new key to the world, controlling realms in which the outcast, those who disaffiliated, have decreasing access to wealth and constitute a threat for the well-to-do. Okay, these new access riches would even withdraw from the world, at least from the world which is not, they are keeping it out with barricades. If you visit in South California, would seems to confirm on these predictions. Okay, on my next slide, we'll discuss what is the agreement on basic observation. Okay, confidence crisis basic observation, what it demonstrates here. Disagreement, elucidations, degree of adaptability, overwhelming optimism, and globalization. So what it basically demonstrates. As we have mentioned earlier, there is the agreement on basic observation, but disagreement on the elucidations, and especially on the consequences between the resignation of those executives whom a business no readily classify according to their supposed degree of adaptability and the overwhelming optimism of the pioneer of new industries or services. There is more than a shade of differences. So there is a different optical that we need to understand how the basic observation is important. Okay, this is my last slide. Apparent, what it basically demonstrates here. Suspected, different organization, traditional bureaucrats, what it demonstrates. It will become more apparent in many cases. Those people do not work in the same type of industry. Sometimes we already suspected, but moreover they are a part of very different organization, as we mentioned here. Traditional bureaucrats whom we will meet, those in public administration or in the most traditional sectors of production, in terms of their modes of function, are either worried, losing hope, or are trying to protect themselves the best they can. They will know well that they will not escape a very profound uphill, not only in the technical ways in which they are protected. So they also demonstrate the status, the implies, and their work condition. So thank you very much for your precious time. This was my last slide. On my next lecture, we will discuss confidence crisis part 2. We have discussed today lost confidence. We have also discussed confidence problems, understand the situations, And number 4, agreement on basic observation. Number 5th, we have also discussed how it will become more apparent if the people do not work in the same type of industry. Okay, confidence crisis part 2, we will discuss lecture number 2 within the next couple of days. Thank you very much for your precious time. Here are a few references related to my lecture here. First, Peter Drucker's Management Challenge for the 21st Century here. And the second, The Academy of Management Executive, The Next Frontier by Edward Sachs. And second here, the Citigroup, The Academy of Management Executive, again presented by John Reed. Then number 4 here, the Graham Allison's Essence of Decisions. Number 5th here, the Michael Kruser, The Bureaucratic Phenomena. Number 6 here, Michael Kruser and Friedberg's Actor and System. Thank you very much for your precious time. Thank you very much for your precious time. Together, everyone achieve more. Please don't hesitate. Send me your feedback and comments. t.masood.dr@bath.edu. Please stay at home, safe, inspired, and blessed. Thank you very much again for your precious time.